Good day, my friends. It's Maria Murphy. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you also for your comments and likes and messages that I received from the video I did yesterday. I'm glad to know that it helped some people, and that is my goal entirely for doing what I'm doing right now. Um, Also, good news, the car is fixed. I didn't like the cost, but I like that it's fixed. I like to have a ride. So I'm glad that's taken care of. My friend, who I have not seen in a very long time, Miss Nadia, miss you. She commented on the video that I did yesterday asking if I have any tips on personal goal setting. Well, I do. And so, goal setting is something that has really enriched my life, and setting goals the right way. Like I mentioned yesterday, I used to set goals, put it in a drawer, and forget about it until the next year and had to carry it over. And it was just a vicious cycle that was filled me with guilt, condemnation every time I had to set goals and sit at the table, because it was something, an exercise that we would do with my parents growing up. Every time I would do that, I would get guilty about, wasting my life the year before. I had a piece of paper that told me I did. And so to move away from that, again, in 2015, the story on that is I was at a conference and the speaker said, write down your goals and your dreams for your life. And nothing would come, nothing. My mom, who was in her early 70s, was writing what appeared to be a novel beside me. Her friend next to her, early 80s, just I joke around saying I think I saw smoke coming out of her pen while she was writing down. They were writing down all kinds of things and they had lived half their lives. I was in my early 40s and I thought, what is wrong with me? And again, just stopped leading my life and I was accepting it, just letting things pile on me. And I had to come to a place where I did some reflection and found out that, ooh, I need to be doing more and become more intentional about my dreams and goals and vision for my life. So, the first thing that I always tell people, you never want to plan without reflecting. And so, because if you don't know where you are, it's hard to know where you're going and how to get there. And so I always say, never plan without reflecting. And when I talk about reflecting, I have a course on both of these topics, just so you're aware. And I will probably launch those again towards the December timeframe, maybe November before the holidays. So to prepare us as we move into the new year. I know that's usually when a lot of people do their goal setting. So if you are interested in that course, please just in comments or message me your email address, and I will be sure to let you know when that is coming. All right. And so when we reflect, reflection is so good because it's time. It's taking the time to pause and think about your day. That's simply what it is. It's just thinking about your day. The interactions you had, maybe with your family members, with people you work with maybe even strangers. How did that conversation go? Should you have said anything different? Or how would you approach the situations that you faced during that day differently? Did you have a successful day? Were there things that you could have accomplished that you didn't because maybe you wasted time doing something else? Or and that's reflection helps with that. People say that experience is the greatest teacher. I've learned that it's evaluated experience that's the greatest teacher. Evaluate. Think about your day. Think about the things and the opportunities that you had, maybe that you didn't even realize that came to you that you bypassed. All of this you get as a result of reflecting at the end of the day or the morning after. It depends when you have time to do this. But I highly recommend reflecting. Once you do that, then you're ready to begin to set goals. And the thing that I think the biggest piece of information that really helped me is when you're setting a goal, it's not really about getting that thing, achieving it. It's not so much about, getting that, whatever it is, if it's a house that you're looking to buy or starting a business, whatever it is, it's not about that. What it is, it's about coming to the place where you become the person that can attain whatever it is. It's a growth process that happens within you as you become the individual that can attain that new house, or you become the individual that can start that new business, or finish college, or maybe start college, or have a family, or get married. Whatever it is, you become the person in the process if you set your goals correctly. So that's just a couple things. I attack goals a little differently. You can use the SMART method, whatever you use to set the goal, but there's a mindset that I talk about that has to happen first before you set the goal. But then once you're ready to set the goal, a few tips that I have: I don't set any more than 5 goals. I typically will set 5 goals per quarter. And the way I do it is I look at my routine first of all. That's important to me. I have a daily routine, another course, that I highly recommend you do. Successful people have a routine. And so I do set my goals, and I'm going to pull mine for 2019 up. And it's basically, I'm very specific in my goals, and I use I will statements. So my first goal for 2019 that I set is I will be consistent with my daily rule of 5 and take immediate action on anything I am impressed to do. And what is my rule of 5? My rule of 5, everybody's is different. My rule of 5 is to pray daily, study the word daily, reflect and journal, express gratitude, and read or listen to a personal growth or faith building message. Those are 5 things that I do on a daily basis. And I could add one more, which is to exercise and get fit and healthy. But you could see where my mind was at this year. But that is actually goal 2. Goal 2 for me this year was to lose 20. I said, this is how I word it. This is a tip. I say, I will, because when I do that, it's commanding myself. You're going to do this. And so I say, I will. And my goal was to lose 20 pounds by April 1st. And I said, how? Exercising at least 3 days per week and eating a low carb, high protein diet. I can tell you I lost 30 pounds, but it is a work in progress. And I'm still a work in progress, still have a ways to go. But the way I do this, so then I set like a family goal to do something significant for my spouse and my children this year. That was kind of not as clear because I'm leaving room for God to tell me what it is I'm supposed to do. And then I am building a business, a speaking, training, and coaching business. So I said that I would complete a speaking course by April 1st. And I did. I completed the speaking course by then. And the way I said, I was specific. I said I will do at least 1 lesson per week during lunchtime at work. And I was able to accomplish that. Now, I had to take step 2 and actually schedule that in because I'm not good at taking lunches. I will work through lunch. So I actually scheduled it on my calendar and went ahead and did it. So sometimes that's what you have to do. Not sometimes. I have to do that often because if it's not on my calendar, I am a calendar person. And so if it's not on there, I'm probably not going to do it. But those are some things that my goals were for this year. And what I do is I put them up, I framed it, and I put it up. Maybe I'll post a picture of it. And then at the bottom, I sign my name and I say the date set and then an evaluation scheduled for, and I put the date of the evaluation. And at that point, I'll see, did I achieve this? Is this still a goal for me? Because the end game kind of changes, but the goals stays the same. The vision stays the same, but the goals to get there may change and as your priorities change. And so I'll reevaluate, is this still, what I'm looking to do? Did I achieve this? Do I need to tweak it a little bit? And that's what I will do after the quarter is done. And then I will set for the next quarter and the next quarter. And then I evaluate. I reflect on this every day. I reflect on these things just to ensure that I'm staying on course, because that's how you make course corrections. by reflecting. You don't want to get so far down the road and get so off of where you're headed that it takes a lot. It's a big ship to turn, and now you have to try to readjust everything, and you can get really discouraged if you do that. So if you reflect every day, start there. If you don't have any goals set and you want to wait till the first of the year, I know that's for some reason people do it. If something comes up for me, I'll set that goal right away. I would rather not wait. But if you want to wait and do that, start by reflecting. Take a few minutes every day, find a quiet place, and just start thinking about where your life is now. And then, when you sign up for the course, I'll give you some tips on how to reflect. And I'll give you some tips on the mindset you need to have when setting goals, and even some goal setting tips and more. So I hope this helped. It kind of will show you where I go, which direction I go in when I set goals. And hopefully it helped you. Let me know in comments. Talk to you soon. If you want to send me a message via email, it's maria@mariatmurphy.com, or you can message me right here on Facebook. Have an awesome day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.